to this weekly blog of mine, Straight Bat, where, as the title suggests, I play with a straight bat. Today, I'm going to talk on Rhea Chakraborty. That's right, the actor who's making the headlines for all the wrong reasons, some would say. The prime accused, as per a Bihar police FIR in the Sushant Singh death case, accused of abetment to suicide, money laundering, cheating, several allegations made against her, none of which at the moment, dare I say, have been proven. And which is why I do not want to go down the road of is Rhea guilty or not. That is not for me to decide. That is for the law enforcement agencies that have already been grilling her to decide. My job as a journalist is to ask the questions. My job as a journalist is to believe that every individual in a case like this has a right to be heard. And that is what I tried to do when I interviewed Rhea Chakraborty. That was my single point agenda, to give Rhea Chakraborty the right to be heard. In the last few weeks, dare I say a couple of months, news channels have been running around guards and cooks and locksmiths and even pizza delivery boys wanting to find out about Sushant Singh. And yet, when one interviews the one person who he was most proximate to in the last year of his life, we are asked, why her? And I ask, why not Rhea? After all, if anyone has a story to tell, it is Rhea Chakraborty. She is the one who perhaps can offer some clues to what could have gone wrong in the case of Sushant Singh Rajput. And let me say this, I sense therefore an element of misogyny, nothing short of that, in the manner in which Rhea Chakraborty has been consistently targeted. As I said, whether she's guilty or not is another question. That will be decided by the law enforcement agencies. But look at the kind of language that has been used, the villainization of Rhea Chakraborty. Seductress, doing black magic, must have been doing drugs, must have been exploiting Sushant, taking his money away. All of which, to my mind, is part of a narrative where it must be the woman. Let me ask you, if the situation was reversed, if there was a female star who had died in suspicious circumstances and her partner was accused of abetment to suicide, would that person face the kind of consistent abuse, rape threats and worse on social media? I ask all of you who are on social media today, or those who run IT cells, is this what you believe is the right thing to do? Is this the way we take this issue forward? Let me also raise another issue which is troubling. The issue which has been swirling around but is not spoken about often enough: mental illness and depression. Whether Sushant Singh Rajput was seriously bipolar, the psychiatrist report will tell. Many of those reports have been placed before the Mumbai police. They are confidential reports and probably must remain so. But the police will have to go through them. And maybe, if it is true that he was in a serious state of depression, it's an illness that we need to confront. Thousands of people in India do suffer from it, suffer from bipolarism. I did a TV series where I found out from some of India's top doctors that this is a very, very grave problem. But one that we want to confine to the dark recesses, don't want to confront openly till the likes of Deepika Padukone, for example, are brave enough to make it a public issue, as it must. Those are the issues, I believe, that we must be confronted with in this case. The misogyny of the media narrative, the trivialization of the entire narrative, and the failure to address the real issues. All through these weeks, we've been reading and hearing on TV about justice for Sushant, CBI for Sushant. Sushant Singh Rajput was a fine young man, an actor of great promise. He deserves justice in terms of a fair and transparent inquiry into the circumstances leading to his death. But today I want to reverse the situation and ask a simple question. Could we ever have a hashtag, possibly, done by the IT cells, those orchestrated campaigns called Justice for Rhea? Am I asking for too much? Am I stepping out of a Lakshman Rekha if I say that, what if, and I say this very, very cautiously, what if Rhea is innocent? What if, as she insists, her accounts are clean, that she really is someone who has been more victimized than villainized? What happens then? Will anyone have a hashtag, Justice for Rhea? Think about it. That's it on the straight back.